Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Noble Knights podcast. This is podcast number 8. I know it's been a few months, but we're back here again. So, how about we go in order and introduce ourselves? Logan, could you go first?
Hi, I'm Logan.
All right, next person.
Hello, I am Terry.
All right, and next person.
Hey, I'm Robert.
All right, so today we have joining us, if you guys didn't hear, we have Logan Yarnell, Robert Oddie, and Terry Schmidt. And I think what we should go into is, obviously what's coming up next is a big event that we're having. It's called Snowcoming at our school. And Snowcoming is kind of like homecoming. It's a big dance, it's a pep assembly, everything like that. And I want to hear your guys' thoughts on that.
Well, I'm a freshman, so I've never done it before, but it sounds interesting.
Did you go to homecoming?
Yeah, I assume it's just that, but cold.
All right.
Isn't it inside?
Yes, Snowcoming is inside. It's in the cafeteria because gym is, for some reason, off limits, and the cafeteria is big enough and has enough of a supply. Robert, you've been to Snowcoming before, right?
Yes, I have.
Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, last time I remember, we were in the cafeteria and we had a DJ. They had bubbles, neon, like bright bubbles and everything. And I remember there being face paints and stuff. There's tables, there's refreshments and all that. It was a good time for the most part. It was a little crowded getting in, but a little crazy getting out. But that's kind of usual for high school dances.
Yeah, I know my favorite part of Snowcoming was just how many people there weren't there. It was a very smaller dance comparatively to Homecoming. Homecoming has around 1,100 people, and Snowcoming goes around 800. And I think because of COVID, we are limiting it to 800.
I heard it was 600.
I'm gonna get to 600.
Okay, then it's 600. Obviously, I haven't been paying attention.
So, quick question about it. Do you have to buy tickets, and also when is it?
I am pretty sure tickets are going on sale next week, at least during lunches. They might be available online. You'd have to
They're
double
on
check
sale
that.
now, and you have to buy them before, I believe, February 4th.
All right. And then what day is snow coming?
Snowcoming is going to be
February
February 12th.
All right, cool.
And something new that not everyone knows, which people should know if they went to their homerooms, is that the Snowcoming Pep Assembly is optional this year. Because there's people that don't want to go because of COVID-related reasons, and they don't want to be in a big group, or there's also people that just don't find interest in it, and it's just one of those things that people might want to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, what do you guys think of pep assemblies? I know, Robert, you've been to them. I don't know about you, Logan. And Terry, you're a freshman. So.
I have.
I would say pep assemblies from the one time I experienced was like freshman year. It was kind of more of a bully fest against freshmen sometimes, but it was kind of fun at the same time. Mind you, the one I'm referring to is when I was a freshman, so there might be a bit biased in that.
So, what are you guys looking forward to for the pep assembly?
I'm looking
well-
forward to actually being able to see the entire student body together, or at least most of the people who are gonna go.
Yeah.
What's a pep assembly?
So pep assembly is kind of just like it brings forward. We'll kind of start off and we'll be like, okay, this is all our sports. We're gonna have performances from Nightline and kind of like the pep assembly video we had for Homecoming, except like actually in person and with actual games.
Ooh.
So there's games where the MCs get to pick people to come down and be like, hey, this is going to be our next game. We're going to pick some people. Most of the time they pick people that they want to choose. And sometimes if it's like a 1v1 game, they'll normally choose a senior and a freshman, specifically for that reason. Because the whole point of pep assemblies is kind of just to make fun of the freshmen and make the seniors win. Because that's how like a lot of the things go, is like powder puff and everything like that. Normally the seniors will win because it's their last year, and so they go through it the whole time wanting to win. It's pretty fun.
That's
Freshman that it's rigged.
that's
Yeah, it's rigged.
that's
Yeah, we-
interesting. That sounds like it'll be fun.
Yeah, they pay off the judges. Don't worry about it.
Well, we don't really pay off the judges. They just automatically, oh, a freshman one? No, it was the senior because foul. Yeah. So stuff like that. It's rigged, but then by the time you get to your senior year, it's rigged in your favor this time. But if you're sophomore or junior, normally we just have rivalries, but normally there's not as big of like a difference. So basically, pep assemblies promote bullying.
To
Gotta
some
love it.
You can't hate the bullying, you know, because yeah,
If it's endorsed
If you
by the
hate-
principal, it's not
If you
bullying.
hate bullying, you're racist.
yeah.
Oh gosh, are we really connecting those now?
Twitter moment.
All right, guys. So let's move on to our next topic we have. So I know you guys are pretty big fans of video games, I'm guessing, and there's been some stuff in the news. And recently they found out that Microsoft has acquired like COD, Activision, and all these other big games and companies. So what do you guys know about that at least?
Well, I know they have Minecraft, and that's about it.
At this point, Microsoft is just collecting gaming companies like Infinity Stones, because I know they bought like Bethesda, with Bethesda came like a bunch, and now Activision Blizzard.
Microsoft is the Disney of the gaming industry.
Yeah, that's exactly how I described it too.
That's interesting though. I'm kind of worried to see how they'll take that.
I don't think they'll completely buy out Sony though, because it's Sony, and I think they're both too expensive and too like important that they won't buy each other out.
Yeah.
I think Sony though might like what if because Sony's also a movie industry too, so it also owns that stuff. So it's like the games aren't a huge impact on them, so they just made a bunch of money. Probably yeah, COD's like one of the most highest selling games, but they got them like a lot of money from it,
Yeah.
like $70 billion.
Yeah, it's insane.
Activision already said though that they aren't pulling the Call of Duty games from PlayStation.
They aren't.
No, they're not. They're gonna keep it available for everyone, but a lot of the other Activision Blizzard games they're gonna make exclusive.
Yeah, I guess that means Sony's also gonna be making money from that, I guess. Or they're gonna be losing it technically, because either they are like, yeah, you can. They're like limited edition if you have it on Sony. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Or it'll be like, yeah, we're just gonna refund you for that, which would also suck. So it's gaming politics. Maybe like Sony will try and do something in the movie industry since their gaming industry is starting to die. Because
Yeah.
Sony doesn't have really like COD or anything like that anymore, and so it's gonna be like, so they got the Spider-Man games, that's it going for them, but that's about it that I can think of.
And they have
Yeah.
obviously with the new like Wolverine game coming out, that's gonna be another big one, and then
Yeah.
other massive games that they have exclusive like Uncharted and Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah, so they're gonna. I think them taking COD isn't gonna impact them hugely, since they also have their own gaming and stuff like that. I mean, not gaming, their own movies and everything like that. I don't think it'll be that big of a toll on them losing COD.
Yeah.
Especially since they made $70 billion, that's a pretty good like instant investment instead of them just slowly making money from COD.
Yeah. It's honestly, I think it's like really interesting how bigger companies will buy franchises.
Yeah, because
It's
they're
kinda
just
more
like,
of a
oh,
ga-
we want this now. This is ours.
It's more of a gamble too, because with Disney buying companies like Star Wars and Marvel, I know recent movies after that have been like controversial, definitely.
Yeah, but I guess it also you have to think too that they've been reviving these series that were dead. Like Marvel was kind of dead, and then Disney bought it, and now like everybody's a superhero fanatic.
Yeah.
no matter if the Star Wars movies didn't do too well in the ratings, they still revived Star Wars from what it was. Clone Wars
honestly,
did that, but it brought it to the big screen to the mainstream audience.
Yeah. And regardless of whether or not the product is good or not, we're all gonna buy it anyways, just to see what's
yeah,
what
it's Disney. People are gonna buy it.
Yeah,
they're gonna make money from it.
I don't know, I just find it interesting.
All right, so what's been going on with you guys just in general, like at school, clubs, something like that? Like, how have you guys been doing lately?
Well, honestly, the entire week has just been kind of boring, especially because of the fact that we just got back from ThesCon.
Oh yeah, ThesCon, yeah.
Yeah. All of us here are a part of drama in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And so we just had this
a
event.
new show coming up.
Yeah, we actually do have a new show.
Yeah.
It's called The Plot Like Gravy Thickens. It's kind of a comedy murder mystery, and I suggest that you guys go watch it. We haven't really decided on a set in stone show date yet, but auditions are coming up soon. I think next week.
Next Thursday.
If things don't change.
Are any of you guys thinking of auditioning?
I'm not going to be auditioning.
You're not? Wow.
I'm going to be going for stage manager.
Oh, that's actually pretty good.
Competing.
I will be auditioning though I don't know all the roles.
So what I've kind of divulged from it is that there's almost a role for any type of character. So if you want to play a really crazy character, you audition as a crazy character. If you want to play a really dark, demeaning character, you play a dark, demeaning audition and stuff like that.
And if you want more tips on like how to actually do it, I believe it was sent out in the group me, but there is an audition workshop next Wednesday after school.
Yes, there is. And so I highly recommend anybody watching or people just in general to go watch it, or at least go and audition and maybe try something new, because I know there's not a lot of people that also want to do drama, and I know that there's a lot of fall sports that just ended now. So if you're in a fall sport, you can also go participate now that, unless you're in a spring sport or a winter sport, that's a different story. But if you were in a fall sport and that's it, come try something else to occupy your time, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, we just came back from a thing called ThesCon. It's a big thespian convention, and so there's improv, challenges using like technical like machines and stuff like that, like lighting, sound, anything you can think of theater related was stuff there, even including movies. Do you guys have any like interesting things you guys did there?
Obviously, along with you, I was on the Improv Intensive team.
Yeah, you guys were really good with that, by the way.
Yeah, we do.
Honestly, just an experience like that was really the first time I've done anything like that personally, and it was just amazing, honestly.
It's always a fun time, and if you're in drama, it's like one of the things that's highly recommended that you do, just because there's a lot of people there. It's a big group bonding thing. We got to meet new people, and we're now friends with them and talk to them a lot. And they don't even go to our same school. They live like 4 hours away. They could be an hour away. They could be in your same school district. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was so cool to meet so many new people too, and so many interesting people too. It's like what happened during the intermission for Legally Blonde. That was like amazing.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a massive dance, and like a song came on, and everybody was just dancing to it. There's a bunch of people from North have videos of it.
Yeah, they rickrolled the whole theater too. That happened.
Yeah, they did rickroll us.
First song we played, Rickroll. Let's go, Rick Astley.
What was your guys' favorite show or musical that we saw?
Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Easy.
Man, I at least stayed awake for that one, so.
Yeah.
The other, especially the last one, I cannot say the same.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the last one, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't remember two-thirds of it.
I liked it, to be honest.
From what I heard, Our Town kind of is like just kind of a show. There's not like a big like central big like plot. It's just kind of like literally an everyday life kind of thing.
Yeah.
Slice of life.
Yeah,
It had a really good ending though.
yeah. I paid attention to the ending. The
Yeah.
ending seemed pretty good.
Yeah.
The first show too, We Live by the Sea or whatever. That one was pretty good too. It was a
Yeah,
little
I got
slow
to-
at the beginning, but once they brought the dude in and it started like bringing like so after they stopped building up the story, they had like action, if you can call it. They had like rising action and stuff like that, and they had a climax and everything like that, and it was a lot more interesting and like focused on it when it got to that point.
Yeah, I got to meet 2 of the cast members after the show in
Oh,
the
really?
lobby for the theater.
Oh,
Yeah, the guy who played Ryan and the guy who played the main character. And I swear, got me and the guy who played Ryan nerded out about like Arctic monkeys for a solid 5 minutes. So that was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, the girl that played Paul, she was pretty funny. I talked to her a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, your character was like the best. And she's like, oh my god, thank you.
Remember we just walked by going, Paul Carey.
Yeah, we're like, Paul carried the show. And she's like, yeah, I did. Yeah, it's a pretty fun experience. So if you're in drama or even if you're in the improv classes or tech theater or anything like that, it's always a fun thing to do. And it's just it's one of those things again, like you get to meet people, you get to know your own, like you get to room with the drama kids and you get to know your own people. It's a big friend group that always goes, and it's always so much fun. You get
And
to
I
meet and see
believe
things. It's
even-
not too expensive.
Yeah.
And next year we're going to Kansas City, so
I'm so excited for that.
Dude,
I
I can go to
believe-
Kansas City anytime I want. It's literally a 4-hour drive, but it's gonna be fun anyways.
Yeah.
Wow, way to just flex on me, the guy with no car. Thanks, buddy. I appreciated that.
Well, no, I go there to visit family.
I
Wow,
like
way to
Vin
flex
Diesel.
on me, the guy with no family
Yeah.
in Kansas City. Thanks for that, bud.
You're welcome.
I'm just glad we've got to bring the podcast back in with a big turnout too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
been, I think the last one I did was right before, or was right after school ended. So it's almost been, it's been a couple months, at least 6
Yeah.
months. I think since the last episode.
It would have been about, what, 8 months
Yeah,
since school ended?
something like that. It's been a wild ride definitely since then. So, and I'm hoping to get back right into the swing of things. Hopefully more people will want to come on. And I think this went well, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to thank Terry, Logan, and Robert for coming out today. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching this show. I know it's been a while, but, you know, things are back into the swing. It's a decently long episode, but not, like, overly long. So I'm just glad that we've got to get back in the swing of things, and I hope to see you guys soon on the Noble Knights. See you guys.